Hello, 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 insiders. It's me, NR the Insider, and I'm back with some more tips for y'all. So today's video is all about journal, law review, whatever you want to call it. And I know y'all sitting over there like, girl, what even is that? Like, what are you even talking about? But don't worry, because Nicole is here to help you, to ease your minds. So make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below, because you know you're gonna like this video, so just do it anyway. So y'all are probably wondering, what even is Journal? I know, so confusing. So it's a student-run publication that every law school has, and basically the members of Journal, they run everything from selecting the articles that are going to get published, to editing the articles, to communicating with the authors, all of that good stuff. So every school does it a little bit differently. Most schools publish multiple volumes every year, and the staff of the Journal is responsible for editing pieces, making sure that the footnotes are correct, communicating with the authors, all of that. So journals publish pieces from outside authors, which include law professors from all across the country, judges, and just legal scholars in general. And they also publish pieces from law school students like me and you, or future you, if you're deciding whether or not to go to law school. So the real question is, should you join a journal? The first answer I'm gonna give you is yes, without a doubt, yes. If you're offered a position on a journal, you should definitely take it. And the good thing is that a lot of law schools have more than one journal. I think my law school has like 5, so your chances of getting on one are pretty good. But yes, you should definitely get on a journal. I'm on one, and I'm in a leadership position on one right now, and I have no regrets, no regrets. So I think that the main benefit of getting on a journal is if you want to have a job after law school. So there are, of course, there are many people who aren't on journal that get amazing jobs and end up with wonderful career paths. But I think it's so much easier if you're on a journal. So let me give you an example. I just finished doing OCI, on-campus interviews, and most of the employers had on their list of qualifications, they wanted to know whether or not people were on journals. And luckily for me, I could check that box off, but a lot of students couldn't. So it also kind of messed with them, like being able to get a job at a big law firm. So if you want to work at a big firm, you need to get your tail on a journal or a law review or whatever y'all call it at your school. I'm at a big firm now, and when I read people's bios and stuff, I think pretty much everybody is on or was on some kind of journal when they're in law school. So just keep that in mind when you're deciding whether or not to accept or to apply or anything like that. If you're trying to work in big law, you need to get on that big journal, you know what I'm saying? It also really helps you network. So like I said before, big law firms want people that are on journals, and that means a lot of people that are on journal end up working for big law firms. So what I'm saying is you can network with those people who were on your journal back in 1999. Hey, what's up? I'm trying to work at your firm. Can you put me on? Because they're an alumni of your journal, and you can network through them. You can also network with people on other journals if you end up in some kind of leadership position, but it's not too important right now. Just know that you can get some good networking in with the alumni of your journal. So you have a chance to become a famous legal scholar once you're on a journal. So I don't know how it works for every single school, but I know that my journal, my law review, we have to write a comment, which is 40, I think the minimum was 40 and the max was 80, I don't remember, but somewhere in that page length, a legal argument about something. So I wrote about fundamental right to internet access, and I have other friends who wrote about criminal law, patent law, all kinds of stuff. It just depends on what you're interested in. And if you're selected, if your piece is bomb like that, because I'm sure you guys are all amazing, you're gonna get published, which means that your comment or article, whatever they call it at your school, is gonna be on some really popular legal websites, and people from all across the world can read them. Judges can cite to them in their opinions, all kinds of different stuff. So you want to get published, you want to become famous, you want to be that girl, that guy, then get on journal and write your comment and make sure it's popping. You're also going to be able to develop really good writing and research skills. Now, journal is a lot of work, I will admit. Writing your comment is a very strenuous process, very challenging, puts you through a lot of stress, I ain't gonna lie. But in the end, it's worth it, because you become a much better writer at the end. So what do you even be doing on a journal? Well, It depends what your position is. So at our school, we call them junior staff and senior staff. And what they do is they check everything. They check all of the footnotes to make sure that they're accurate. So they make sure that the blue booking is correct, that the source actually contains what the author said it did. So like if the author quoted something, they go back and look at that source to make sure the words are right and that it actually, makes sense. They also read the text that's above the line, so the actual text of the article, but that's not really their job too much. But the main thing is making sure that the blue booking is correct and that the sources actually match the assertion that the author made. Okay, so I hate to get all sappy and everything with you guys, but you're also gonna make some good friends while you're in law school. Lifelong friends too, because journal is not a walk in the park and you're gonna be struggling a little bit, but you're gonna have your people that struggle with you, A lot of schools have offices where their journals are housed and you can go in there and hang out with your people. Lots of events. I know we all love a good happy hour, a good little Zoom networking event or something like that. But you get to make friends while you're on journal, and who doesn't love making friends? So the only drawback that I can say that I really experienced being on journal is that it takes a lot of time and sometimes it can be a lot of work. But law school is gonna be like that regardless, because if you're not on journal, you're gonna have to find something else to do anyway. So it can be a lot of work and pretty time consuming, but it's just about time management. And as a law student, you begin to develop that anyway. So yeah, there's one drawback, it takes a lot of work, but it's worth it in the end because you're gonna have a good job, a good network, some good homies on journal, and you're just gonna be that girl or that guy. So if you have any more questions about journal, law review, should I join, should I not? If you're apprehensive, hit your girl up in the comments and make sure you like and subscribe. Bye, insiders. I hope you enjoyed this video.